go ahead and get started, especially considering the weather outside. Well, good morning. It's certainly great to have all of you on our campus today, and a special welcome goes to our friends from Duke Energy. I was not the one responsible for the weather this morning, but I do appreciate you being here, particularly in light of what's going on. In April 2017, Rockingham Community College formally announced the generous donation of $700,000 from Duke Energy to create a new hands-on outdoor skills program, Duke Energy Trails at Rockingham Community College. During the summer of 2017, RCC performed a nationwide search and hired Tim Johnson as director of the new program. Tim joined the staff at RCC in August 2017 with 15 years of experience with North Carolina State Parks and over 20 years experience in the parks and recreation field. Of course, Tim is standing back here in the back left. It's really good to have him here. Tim began by meeting with the leaders in the Dan River Basin region to explore existing outdoor recreational assets in the area and learn more about future needs and opportunities. This included parks and recreation directors, environmental nonprofit agency staff, local government staff and representatives, and other stakeholders in the region. Most importantly, RCC began to offer continuing education classes through Trails in the fall of 2017. The classes have been well received and are attracting a variety of students. More than 1,300 contact hours for outdoor extension sustainable trail skills classes have been taught, and students from North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, South Carolina, and even Puerto Rico and Brazil have enrolled in our courses. Today, the college is in the curriculum planning and development phase to establish an associate in applied science degree that we believe will be one of the first of its kind in the United States. Once established, it will be transferable to select universities in our state. Duke Energy Trails at Rockingham Community College has received positive exposure nationally in American Trails magazine and locally in Rockingham County now. RCC has worked in partnership with Rockingham County OBS landscape architects and even an advisory committee to develop a site-specific master plan for this 100-acre parcel of land donated to the county by Duke Energy. RCC is excited about the potential this land holds for public enjoyment as a park and educational canvas for Duke Energy Trails at Rockingham Community College. RCC plans to provide support to Rockingham County in their submission of a Park and Recreation Trust Fund grant application that will leverage the approximately $360,000 value of the property and fund initial development of the park. This project is a great example of how partnerships have been between private business and county government and education can work together to do great work. I have to also recognize Mara O'Neill, who has been very involved in our project from its inception, very involved in the establishment of it, and also be very much involved in all the continuing education classes that we run, as well as the 2-year degree program that we will be submitting. So on behalf of our board, our faculty and staff and students, RCC is very appreciative of the generosity of Duke Energy and the support and partnership of our county. We look forward to the future with a lot of enthusiasm as we continue to develop the initial project, but also the future development of the land that actually is right across from my neighborhood, and I'm excited about that as well. But of course, will be called Ballew's Park, of course, with a gift from Duke Energy. So very excited about it, and I again welcome you here. Also very excited to have our Duke Energy friends here, and now we'll call up Mr. Mike Hughes, who is Vice President, North Carolina Government and Community Affairs with Duke Energy. Mike.
Good morning. Thank you, President Kinlaw. I had a really bad joke I was going to tell, but I think in light of the weather, I will spare you that. So it is my great pleasure to be here with you this morning, and I bring greetings from my boss, David Fountain, who was here a little less than a year ago, or right about a year ago, I guess, as we were talking about the Trails program and our partnership. And I can assure you David would much rather be here today than where he is in a hearing in Raleigh. But we are here today because we share a commitment to the vitality of this region. And our company is very excited to donate more than 100 acres to Rockingham County for this project. I didn't grow up here, but I've had the good fortune of spending a lot of time in Rockingham County over the years and along the Dan River. And I've developed a great appreciation for the natural beauty of this region. Like each of us gathered here, we at Duke Energy want our children and our grandchildren to have the same access, the same opportunity to enjoy our rivers, our parks, and our trails. So in a region that takes so much of its identity from the natural beauty of the land and water, having access to these natural resources is vital to our quality of life, not only on a personal level, but in terms of economic growth and prosperity as well. Because of that, the land near Ballew's Lake will serve as a perfect outdoor classroom, if you will, for the Trails program at Rockingham Community College. We announced the Trails program around this same time last year, and we're very happy, though certainly not surprised, to see that the program is already off to an excellent start. Now, with this donation of land, students will get even more hands-on experience and opportunities for outdoor recreation and education. Education and environmental stewardship are two critical focus areas for Duke Energy. We know our success is directly tied to the economic vitality of the communities that we're privileged to serve. And that's why we invest in the communities literally from the mountains to the sea. This program emphasizes both of those focus areas, education and environmental stewardship, and it will directly support recreation and enhance access to the Dan River Basin region. That's a win-win for tourism, economic development, as well as the quality of life. We're excited that this donation will help bring together all of these important elements here in Rockingham County. At Duke Energy, you may have heard, we are committed to building a smarter energy future to benefit North Carolinians. That requires making smart investments in our workforce, certainly in the systems that serve our customers, and in our environment. We greatly appreciate the partnership of the county and the community college, and look forward to hearing even more success stories about the Trails program as it continues to grow. Thanks very much.
Good morning. You know, very little happens in today's world as an independent action. We don't live in a vacuum. And nearly everything we accomplish requires the efforts of multiple entities. Synergy is the watchword in modern society and business. I know for sure that cooperative effort by your Board of Commissioners is required, is essential for us to make progress. And this occasion is an example of our collaborative efforts. And success is often determined by how well collaboration focuses its efforts on a specific goal. The collaboration of government, citizens, and private industry brought electric power to rural Rockingham County something like 90 years ago. We couldn't figure out exactly. Things change. Today we take electric power for granted, and we often only take notice of that convenience if it's interrupted. We at times also take the benefits and pleasures of our beautiful county for granted. And fortunately, the collaborative efforts of private industry, Rockingham County Community College, county government, and dedicated citizens, you'll like that, Mr. Sharkey, will protect a portion of Rockingham County for future generations. The mountain bike and park facility is only 100 acres, but it is very significant as a public asset that will not only provide recreational opportunities, but set an example of how we can benefit from a property and collaboration. So on behalf of the Rockingham County Commissioners and the people of Rockingham County, I have the pleasure of thanking Duke Energy for this magnificent donation. You made your experts available from the onset, and with their help, this project evolved from its initial proposal, which you were a part of, Mr. Montgomery, to one that will satisfy the needs of the county, the citizens, and at the same time be considerate of the donor, Duke Energy. We appreciate your generosity and foresight in supporting this unique program that will serve our citizens well. And we look forward to seeing how the collaboration efforts of RCC, the county, and the citizens will take full advantage of this wonderful gift. And we look forward to further collaboration programs. Thank you again, Mike. We appreciate you and all your team being so well represented on such a tough morning. And we promise to do the best we can by your gift. Thank you.
Duke Energy has been a friend of this college for a long time. This is not the only gift they've given to our college, but you also need to understand that this past fall, Duke Energy exceeded $30 million in gifts to the North Carolina Community College system. So they have been a friend to community colleges across North Carolina for a long time. And it's, community colleges and universities, we can't do a lot of what we do without help from the private sector. And so gifts like this that we're getting that we're talking about today with the parcel of land and also the $700,000 that they gave us initially, we can't do some of these interesting, enthusiastic types of projects without gifts from private business. So we really appreciate your Duke Energy and what they've done for us and the partnership that we plan to continue to have for some years to come. But thank you very much. And if you would give them a hand for what they've done for us. And this also cannot happen, as we've already mentioned, without help from the county government. So thank you, Lance and Mark, for your support from a commissioner standpoint. Lance is the county manager. Thank you so much for the work that you do to support our college. We really appreciate it as well. So you would give them a hand, too, for their part in this. I think I'm supposed to flip this over now. This is our master plan site, so we're looking forward to developing this, and this is really exciting projects. Thank you for being here. We have plenty of refreshments over here. If you'll please take some time to get something to eat, and if you want to hang around a little bit to talk, I understand if you have to get on the road with the snow that we have. But thank you for coming out, particularly with the weather we've had. So thank you, and we look forward to developing this project as we go along. Thank you very much.